Okay, this part right here. Okay, so now we're gonna create a 6-side in here, and then actually this section is a thread. We are not going to do a thread. We're gonna just make it like a little thread, make it a little simpler this time. And okay, we're gonna connect it into there. So, and let me set up the project again. I back up into week 5. Oops, not that one. Week 5, here we go. And then I'm gonna open up one of them. Let's see on here, 10A. Okay. So we're gonna focus on the cap. Let's take a look at image one more time. So kind of keep inside the memory. So 5, 6 corner, and then I don't remember what to call that, hexagon. Okay. So, and oh, this is not the right file, but it's okay. So now where the location that would be is a little offset on this side right there. Okay, so now we may have to do a little rotation because we want this to be perpendicular to the front view because it's easier. I mean, you could start it to work in separate piece and then plug it in with this angle. You could do that too. However, let's make things a little easier. So first, on your object, the cap, make sure you freeze transformation. Do not have any numbers on translate and rotate. Scale has to be 1 because 100%. So make sure you have that. And one moment, guys. I'm checking on my, oh, okay. I was looking at these volumes, doesn't move. So I thought that I did not set up the audio correctly, but I did. So it does move. Okay, so now freeze transform, you just go to modify freeze transformation. I already did, so I'm not going to do it. Now, we're gonna rotate this. We want this section to be perpendicular to the front view, so I rotate on y-axis. I just grabbed y-axis and started to rotate. Now, it's about 20 something. So I already know the number, but I'm pretending that I don't know. So how about, so I just eyeballing on this line. Can you see this line? They are not straight. So minus 22. I think minus 22 is too less. Might be minus 22.5. Perfect. Straight line. And don't freeze because we're gonna move it back later. So we leave it as is. And then I'm gonna save scene as into different version because we want it to be able to go back if we need to. Okay. It's a little slow, my machine. Still trying to wake up, I think. Still reading. 2 lectures today. These, and then 1 more lighting and rendering, and then that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna say gonna be version 11. All right. So now we're gonna start it with based on the picture, even though there's an indent or kind of like a hole, it's not completely through, it's just partial hole or indents. So we're gonna create with a cylinder and focus on front view. And can you see this is perpendicular to? Turn on move to and relocate it so that we can see it. There we go. Right there. I'm gonna rotate mine is X because I want it to perpendicular to the front view. So I'm going to press 90, oops, right here. So it look like this. From the side view, look like this. There we go. Don't forget, under display, turn on heads up display, poly count. Always a good idea while you're working with a polygon modeling. Use this tool. I switch to selection, press Q. Can you see? Q is selection, W is move, E is rotate, R scale. Use shortcut, quicker. So now I'm gonna reduce the size. So it's under input radius. How about 0.25? That might be small enough. Let's see. Let's compare. So let's see. Too big. How about 0.2? I think 0.2 is about right. Let me move. Turn on move tool. Let's move it up a little. Try to locate it in the right spot. This is about, let me look at on the other view. Let's see, here we go. So 1, 2, it's about 1/3 section. So should be a little higher. There we go. Is it? I am using my finger to measure it on screen. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, here we go. All right. So now, what we can do is, it's 6, right? We can do 6. And if you press 3, it will be circular anyway when we press 3. So press 1 back. And when we press 3, it will be circular. Now we got to fix the selection cap. Let's put it to 0 for now. Easier. So that it just look like that. And we got to rotate so that we get, let me go back to the image. One moment, I just want you to see. Here we go. And can you see? The top is kind of straight line, like a triangle to the top. So we get to rotate that. Rotate, go to front view. And I bet is 45, oh no, 90, okay. So it's about 90 degree on Z on mine. So 90, here we go. So it looked like that. Okay. So we're gonna prepare the indents. And the reason that I choose 6 because it's the lowest. Well, when it's low, it's easier to connect them. Okay, it's easier. So now I'm gonna select on the top face like this. If it's on the front perspective, it look like this. And we're gonna add extra division. So let's say right now this is the base, so it means all the circle around outside. And now we need more space in that 6 size inside. So you extrude it, shift right mouse click, and choose extrude face, but you just change the offset to be a little lower number. I choose 0.1, too less, about 0.2. I can do 0.15. Oh no, sorry, 0.25. Here we go. I think this is about right. And now, when we get extra surface, we're gonna punch in. To be able to punch in, it means you extrude and then push inward. So extrude one more time. This is the second time extrude. The first extrude is for extend the border or expand the border. Now after you extrude, just move it inward. Don't need to go too deep. You might need to look at on-site view, switch to wireframe mode, right here, this button, or press 4. I think that's deep enough. It doesn't have to be too deep based on that. Okay. So look like this. I go to object mode. Now press 3 to see how it looks. So the next thing we need is we need to stop continuity. That's all we need. Press 1 back. To stop continuity, these are 4 corners on each section. So it means we can do insert, we can do a split loop. Shift right mouse click, turn on multi-cut, hold control key, can you see? If you want, you can hold shift so that it snaps 10% at a time. Let go. Now press 3 again. Now you see a little thicker, a little sharper the inside but not the outside. Press 1 back. We're gonna do Alt-Tab. Here we go. I hold shift so that it keeps snap 10%. I mean, you don't have to, but here we go. Now flat. So press 1 back again. So now we want the inside to look 6 sharp corner. So we need to do differently. First, we need to stop continuity, the inside again one more time. I press F. Here we go, right there. We want that base because we want those to be a sharp cut. Extrude. We can't do split multi-cut because there's more than 4 sides. That's why. So how about 0.1? That's too much. 0.015. I'm just making a guess. Now it looks like this. Can you see? If I press, let's go to object mode again. Press 3. Now, can you see? The bottom is cut sharp. Now we need this section right here, the inner, to be a little sharp edge because it's really sharp. Can you see right there? Let me zoom in. Right there. So now, go back to 1. Cut it again, multi-cut. I'm going to hold shift to snap inside. You could even do right here too to make it more solid. Okay. Right there. 3. See? Okay. Press 1 back. I think this is good. So now, to make it a hard edges or sharp angle cut, you need to stop that smooth continuity. This time though, you can't really cut like this. If I do it like this, let me do it. I just want to show it to you. Now you get the outside to be a corner. You don't want that. So we can't do that. What we need to do is we need to use extrude technique to create a loop all around each span inside. That's the only choice we have. So we're going to select like this, 1, 2, 3, because I already cut 3, so I have to select all. Shift right mouse click, extrude, and then offset. So 0.01. Here we go. Now press 3 to see. Now we got sharp corner now, but not enough. So now these are 0.01, right? You're gonna have to do 5 more times with this number. However, I want you to do this while you're still on extrude dialog box, the parameter of the extrude manipulator. You click on the menu and copy add to build, so that you don't have to type. Copy, okay. Switch to selection tool. Continue to do the next one, 3 faces in 1 column. 3 faces inside. Shift right mouse click, extrude, and then go to the extrude drop menu, paste, add to build. You will get exactly same number. So continue to do 4 more times. Switch to selection tool, Q. And you might have to press F to focus on the selection and then tumble it until you see. Might be a little hard, but try your best. Here we go. Extrude. Click on drop down menu of Extrude Manipulator Polymeter. Paste. Here we go. I'm going to press F again to frame selection so that I can tumble. I press Q to switch to selection tool so that I don't move or do something else by accident. Now, because last command is extrude, you can press G. G is repeat the extrude command, the previous command, so that you don't have to shift right mouse click and paste. Do the same here. Press G, repeat again, and then paste. There we go. So this will help when you have to do a tedious work. There we go. Press G. Once again, guys, if you press G, nothing happened, just go to do command, because you might did something in between and then it doesn't register the command. Now when I press 4, press 3, now you get the inside. Almost, it's just a little bit outside, that's caused not to look like a triangle, no, corner. So, that's not too difficult. What you need to do is you need to do this loop, this face, extrude again, offset. I didn't paste because I don't know which number would be matched on this outside. I think 0.01 still the same, so I'm gonna just copy that again, just in case. Now select, press G, and paste. Attribute, select, press G. You have to do one by one. Paste, select. Actually, you can do once, but I just want you to remember, get used to it with using the tool. Here we go. I am the last one. Now I'm going to press 3. Here we go. So now, it looks like the inside, let me turn the wireframe on shade off. Here we go. See, it looks like this now. So, just a little bit of work. And I'm going to press 1 back. Now, we need to stop continuity on the side too. Multi-cut. Here we go. So, this time I can't hold shift because the length is too long. Here we go. So now I got it really sharp. See? I'll give you a few minutes. I'm going to press 1 back so that you can see the actual geometry right there. My throat is so dry. Wait for a few minutes. I have to go to get some water. Okay, so now let's take a look at the reference again. It has a little, these are a hole inside there. We don't need to build, we're gonna just put it in there and then connect them. So, yes?
Do we need to get rid of the hexagon inside of the bolt, like the face that has 6 vertices?
You mean the right here, right?
Yeah, but on the inside of it, like where we just made the hole.
Oh, no. I forgot. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
See, it's flat. So we need to cut them. That's it. We don't delete them, we cut them. So right click, multi-cut. It needs to be 4 or 3. This one can be 4. That's all we need. Like this. Thank you, reminding me that. I forgot already. So it should look like this at the moment. The inside, let me show it to you. Here we go. That's the line connecting it. Okay. Now, delete history, save scene, and then save scene as, I'm gonna put A, 11A. Just in case something happened on this, we can go back to there. So now, Alt Shift D is delete history, shortcut. Alt Shift D, under edit, delete by type, history, Alt Shift D. So now we clean the up input. So now what we're gonna do is this time we're gonna use Boolean and then fix the geometry because we want this one. Just move that inward. Here we go, like this. Now with the Boolean on here though, let me hide body. I just want the, here we go. If the bottom part of you are open, if it's not like this, let me show you something. These are closed object. Can you see? Object is closed because there's no hole. But in the future, if you do something like this, don't Boolean it. It causes problem. Because one is open, the other one is closed. So you kind of can see already this is going to be a problem. These are backside face. Front side face and back sides are faced toward to each other. That's called a non-manifold surface. So it cannot be or should not be Boolean. Now, let me undo. In this case, it's okay to do Boolean because both surfaces are closed face. Maya will know how to calculate and eliminate the back face inside. Without this, it causes problem. So now to Boolean it, you just select both of them, switch to 4. I want you to see it's permutate inside. Okay. When we Boolean it, the inside should be cut off. So switch to wireframe, 4 shortcut, and the shortcut button is right here. The main command is under shading, wireframe. Okay. 4 now, oh, they add alt. Oh, no, not that one, sorry. Wireframe right here, 4. Okay. So, shift right mouse click. You have to be on object mode in order to do Boolean. And choose Boolean union, and now it's correct. Can you see? The inside is gone. It has been trimmed off. We're going to switch to 5 so that we can see. And Maya trying to do something which is not working at all, but trying to do something because it's more than 4 and less than 3 corner. So we need to fix this. Okay. And the reason that I make it so long because we can move them inwards later when it's more surface, it's easy to identify it. So this is what we need to do. The easy way is you get rid of these phases. Let's make a hole. Now you might feel like, so why do we have to do Boolean then? Well, we just want the surface to be matched in the normal space so that when you connect them, they don't look like it's punched in. Okay, so it looks like a really attached to the surface, normal, like this angle, that angle, sorry. Okay, now let's go to object mode for a bit. And Boolean in the past has a lot of problem when you have the inputs as a Boolean, poly C bool. When you have that, it causes a lot of crashing. So it's a good idea. We already saved scene as, I save into version A. I can go back to the early version than A. So delete history right away. Edit, delete by type history. To kind of eliminate the problem or something that might happen, delete the Boolean by delete history, okay? And then I'm gonna shift right mouse click and under Polygon display, enable border edges so that we can see the border, the thickness of the edge. Those are identified as open. Now we're gonna use append to polygon tool to append this. So there will be some problem here. First problem is we don't have enough section to append. Can you see? I mean, to append in quad. So it has to be 3/4 in some area, which we had no choice. Okay? So if you are on object mode, you are able to do shift right mouse click and you will find append to polygon tool. If you are on component mode, you will have no option on there. So you have to use a mesh to append to polygon. So if you're on object mode, the marking menu will show append to polygon. Once again, object mode, shift right mouse click, append. If you don't find it here, just go to this menu, mesh tool. So append it, you're gonna click from here and then go to that corner. Now can you see it's trying to get full corner. It's okay, just press Y to repeat the tool and then finish the top triangle. Just stick with only on that corner. Press Y and continue. Bottom. This one is full corner would match, so just go like this and press Y. Now this section will go like this. If you do like that, it will do this way, which is okay. Just do it. And this one I'm gonna keep triangle. This one can be full. Now you might have a questions like, how do we decide? Oh, I have a little problem here, guys. Can you see? Because when it's Boolean, Maya somehow add extra vertices there. No big deal, we're gonna get rid of it. So let's undo for a moment. Here we go. Right click and choose vertex. Let's take a look. Get your vertex label. If you see floating vertices, or it's called isolate vertices. Isolate vertices is the vertices that sit right on one or two edges without having connecting. The correct vertices has at least two edges connecting. Oh, no, at least three, sorry, edges connecting like this. 1, 2, or at least 2, yeah, I'm right. So select this button and press delete. When you press delete on your keyboard, it means delete only one selection component. So if you select delete the edge, it will delete only edge, but not vertices. You have to use command delete edge vertex, which is under here, delete vertex. It's just a short name. So now I can go to append to polygon tool again. Click, now it should fill that hole. Oops, wrong one, backspace. You might need to tumble the scene. Here we go. Here we go. Now we can organize the wireframe a little bit. These are good 4-quad, but it's not uniform with this side. We're gonna just subdivide it into triangle. That looks better too. Same here, because this one is kind of, when you think about loop, you want the loop to be kind of coming together, not coming out somewhere. So we're going to just cut like this. Here we go. Uniformly. Can you see? This is what we want. And let's take a look at this again. There is a little indentation right there. Right here. We're going to do it last. So we're going to push that in. There we go. So I'll give you a few minutes. It looks like this now. Now we're going to change this angle. To do that, we need to do extra extrude. We need a little big pad in here so that we can slide this in. Okay. So extrude face, here we go. And then just offset just a bit, tad, like 0.01. I think 0.01 might be too less at the moment. Hold on. No, actually, well, let's do a little more so that we can see a little separation. 0.025. Here we go. Just a little bit. And you can switch to rotate too. It's a little trick. Okay. Rotate too. And we are still selecting those extrude. Switch the rotate axis to right here. So we're going to press D, move up, and move back. You might need to tumble your scene a little bit. There we go. And I think I'm going to hold V key so that I can snap to that point. Here we go. Now, switch to D again. You can try to rotate just a little bit to punch that inward. Here we go. We have a little slightly problem there. No big deal. We're going to push the other thing. We're going to push that in later. So, can you see? Punch like this. Let me take a look at the, okay. Yes?
What did you do after you moved the pivot point?
Rotate it.
Okay, where did you rotate it?
Right here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. You just have to look at on your screen that which axis you need to rotate. Okay. That's all you need. Okay. So now we got to make these a little straight line. Oh, once again, I forgot to check. There's another line in here. Isolate vertices. I didn't pay attention. So you just delete edge. So now the isolate vertices will be gone. There we go. So now we're going to have to move this up. But don't move it yet because we need to pay attention on the axis to move. Look like this at the moment. And these are pernotated. I forgot to check. Can you see right there? So go back to select this face again. We need to fix that pernotation. Can you see it's kind of a protruded outside there? We want them to push, turn on move to, and just move inward space is fine. So that they get inside there. And you might need to switch to 4, go to the sideway so that you can see. See, I'm looking at right here, right there. So I'm gonna active the translate Z, zoom in and use middle mouse technique to slide like this. You want the line to be kind of parallel to each other. So Okay. I'm gonna press 5. Let's press 3 to see how it looks. Ah. We got to do something with that discontinuity. That's not too hard. We just have to eliminate some part. That's all. Okay. So now, when you are ready, switch to vertex. We're going to merge these vertices. Okay. So this time, I want you to use this tool. Modeling Toolkit. Because Modeling Toolkit has one wielding tech tool that we need. Modeling Toolkit right there. Okay. Now, we're going to merge this in. So this side will be 3 corner, 4 corner, and the rest of them will be 3 corner inside. Okay. So now, look at right here, target wheel. I want you to make sure that you use only vertex, so that won't try to wheel the other component. Highlight only vertex. By default, sometimes Maya turn this on, multi-component. Don't use it for this technique. And choose target wheel. What it does is, let me zoom in closely. You want it to maintain the original, so you click and hold and move this target and match with the original corner and let go. It will wield it, merge them. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, so that the surface go back to that level again. There we go. Look like that. And let's press 3 to see how it looks. It's not too bad. Okay. Now we got to fix this section. We're going to press 1 back. Let's move these a little closer. So you might have to select vertices here on the top. And you want it to move in perpendicular to this line. So turn on Move Tool and hold W key, left mouse button, click and hold. So that you get a selection marking menu, Axis, Custom, Set to Edge, and then set to this edge. So that now we can move on that edge. Here we go. Just like that. When you're ready, let's fix this line. You're going to move it down, but you're going to move it that is parallel to the face, this angle. So that they match that angle. Can you see that line? So this is what you need to do. W key again, left mouse, click and hold, Axis, Custom, Set to Edge, and gonna click to this edge, so that they really move into that direction. Because I want to maintain flat planar on the side. Now, you might need to look at on side view. Basically, you look at on the line. You want it to look straight. Here we go, straight line on horizontal. You're going to have to do the same with the other 5 sides. That one. And when you do select the new component, you have to do it again. Shift right mouse click. Oh, sorry, not shift, sorry. W, right mouse click, Axis, Custom, Set to Edge, and then I'm going to set to this side. There we go. And now I can move this to make it straight line. Here we go. Same thing as the other. Just continue to do the same. Take your time, because it will be better than to rush. Here we go. And that one. Shift right mouse click, custom, edge. And I do it only vertical part for now, and we have to do it again on the horizontal part. Shift right, W, edge, here we go. Zoom in really close so that you can see. Try to get straight line. Some of the line are not straight, it's okay. Do as much as you can. Go to view, exit, custom, edge. Click on it. There you go. Zoom in. Slide it up. Now, when you're done on that, you need to look at on the font size, because you will have to move. Let me see. It's actually look kind of okay. All right. Let me. Okay. I move it too far. Can you see right here? You can double click on the edge, look, and use slide edge to help. Slide edge too, and slide it out. You know what? Let's delete this. And then we just add another one. That's quicker. So delete this loop. Can you see the loop that are crooked? Delete it. Make sure you use Alt, Shift, right mouse click. Oh no, Shift, right mouse click, delete edge. So that it delete the vertices. And then now you can do multi-cut. Cut on the side, right there. Press 3 so that it look like this, sharp. Here we go. And we're done. If it's still too far, too long, you can push it in a little bit more by selecting vertices on the, I'm gonna have to use the side view to select. Select all of these vertices, here we go, check, turn on move to, and then hold the W key, left mouse click, axis, custom, set to edge, and set to this edge, and then you can move perpendicular to that point. Press 3. I think this is good enough. Okay. I will have to do a little discontinuity. Let me check. This might be too sharp cut, but it's okay. Just let it go. Let me see. Yep. This section need to be a little sharper. So it means we're gonna use this line. Hold on, let me look the image again. It's it looks like it's from the top here. It looks like it's running from there, not just from here. I think I make a little mistake on that. So it means we might have to, let me see again. Let me press 3. I think it's okay. Yeah. I could, hey guys, I think I make a mistake. I could move this to top. No. That's fine. Okay. So let me press 1. Let's see if I could add this face, extrude. Don't do it yet. Just watch. And let's press 3. See if it helps to get that sharp. No, it doesn't look good. That's it. Okay. Here we go. Look like this. Okay. So I press 3. Now I can bring everything back. There we go. I select all, press 3. And hey guys, on the body, on the bottom section, you have to make them connect. Okay. Where's my knot and bolt? I think I did not save last time when I do. But I have another one. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop this record and I'm going to start it to record on the lighting.